Twitter, Amazon, Meta, Disney, everyone is laying off. And if everyone is laying off, that means people won't have money to spend. And if people don't have money to spend, that means companies will face losses. And if companies face losses, that means they will cut back on their expenses. If they cut back on their expenses, there will be no new employment generation. So let's find out what this means for you and how you can make the most out of this. So what is a recession? The textbook definition is when there is a general decline in the economic activity or when there is a widespread drop in spending. So how does recession come into place? So it's the basic demand and supply issues, where people demand more products and the supply is not able to cater to it, or the supply is too much and there is no demand for the product. Either things can cause a recession. Interest rates also play a role in this. When interest rates are high, that means there will be overall less borrowing and less money supply, which in turn will increase the spending. Abhi, for example, last year we had seen a lot of cheap debt available for people, and that led to economic prosperity, which can lead to future uncertainty because people might have borrowed in the past thinking that the future will also be the same, कि ये साल अच्छा जा रहा है तो आगे वाले भी अच्छे ही जाएंगे करके वो एटीट्यूड में और पैसा बोरो किया होगा और खर्चे किए होंगे, and there will come a time maybe that the economy is not doing so well and people might not be able to pay off their debt, which will reduce the spending, and the cash flow which they have will be redirected to their paying off loans and taking care of necessities. Also, recession can also come into place by natural or man-made disasters. So, अगर कल कुछ earthquake होता है and there is an oil spill, that means oil का price बढ़ेगा. So, all the activities that take place using oil will also have a huge impact. क्योंकि प्राइस बढ़ेगा तो उनको भी अपने एक्सपेंसेस अकॉर्डिंगली मेंटेन और बजट करने पड़ेंगे. Also, your psychology can also cause recession, because if people keep on thinking that a recession is coming, they will reduce their spending. And if people reduce the spending, like I said, companies will face losses, and if they face losses, they will cut back on their expenses. And so it's the same cycle in the end. Hi, this is to remind you that this is my only official YouTube channel. And this is my only official Instagram account. See the ID clearly. It is sasswcass, which means sass with Cass. So let's move back to the video. But how does recession affect you? Well, recession है ना, तुम्हारे मुंह पे ऐसे बोल के नहीं आएगा कि हाँ मैं recession हूँ, मैं आ रहा हूँ, कल आऊँगा, देख लेना करके. नहीं, it is introduced, slowly and slowly. Like interest rates अभी hike हो रहे हैं, धीरे धीरे छोटा छोटा hike करके. It is not, at one point that they are hiking up 1 or 2%, right? It is small changes that they are bringing, so that the effect and the impact that we face is slow. So recession will never be like, oh, आज मैं आ रहा हूँ, कल मैं जा रहा हूँ, खत्म. It is, a series of ups and downs. You might think that everything is fine, like the markets are going up, you are doing fine. So nothing can actually happen to you, but it comes in the most unexpected way and slowly. Like I said, interest rates are also being hiked slowly. So you will also know the effect only slowly. And वो होता है ना कि जहर पीते जाते हो, तुम्हें पता नहीं चलता है until you actually face it. Take breakups for example. Breakup एक दिन अचानक से नहीं होता है, right? It is because of the small fights that you might have had with your partner in the past. कि ये instance हो गया, ये instance हो गया, ये हो गया, वो हो गया, and अभी बस हो गया. I am done, I am breaking up with you, khatam, tada. Like it is not a 1 minute thing ki, oh, I don't think I like him anymore or like her anymore. I think I should break up करके खत्म. ऐसे थोड़ी होता है. It is like a series of past instances and past feelings that are bottled up and then brought together, and then the breakup happens. So what you should do in a recession, how you can be wealthy during a recession. Remember this, companies make or break during a recession. You know the true potential of a person or a company or a firm, anything, on how they function during a recession. During a bull market, everyone performs well. When everything is going well, everything is going well. You have to look at the people who are managing and doing well when everything else is not. So it is a make or break kind of thing when such a situation comes up. And also it presents you a lot of opportunities at this point, क्योंकि सब सस्ता होगा and there will be less competition also. I also have 4 steps that you should definitely do and which I myself am doing too. So the first one being reducing your expenses. You have to reduce your expenses and see कि तुम्हें क्या चाहिए, तुम्हें क्या नहीं चाहिए. It could be anything. You might be buying a lot of unnecessary stuff right now. Cut down on that because there might come a time when you have no money and you will regret all your purchases that you have made, right? So it's important that you reduce your expenses and really understand what you want and what you need. Second, sit in cash. If you're really scared of the recession and you think it's going to be bad or something, then I would say sit in cash. Like not your entire portfolio though, like 70 to 80% maybe, but that is it. 70 to 80% should be in cash, or depending on your risk appetite, honestly. It could be 50% cash. It depends on how much loss you can see. So if you will be okay with seeing a 40% loss on your current portfolio, then good for you, right? Like you have no trouble whatsoever. So keep holding on to it. If you think that you're not okay with it, maybe it is time that you sit in cash. Third is learning new skills. It's always good to upskill yourself. So when the market is all better, when everything is doing well again, you have upskilled yourself to earn more and be a better human overall. Like you will also be satisfied, right? When everything else starts doing well again, you will be making a lot of money and you will be wealthy, all because you took the necessary steps when the markets went down. Fourth, invest for long term. Invest in assets that you're investing in right now with a view of long term, because things might not do well for the next few months, next 12, 24 months, but you know that there's light at the end of this tunnel, that things will do better eventually. So keep that in mind, and that is how you should invest and diversify your portfolio. So thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Let me know in the comments what measures you are taking and if this video helped you.